RSF1's Japanese Grand Prix for Division 4. I am Jedi Gamer 46, and I apologise for the delay in the stream. There's been a few technical hiccups, but hopefully they should all be sorted now. Yeah, I've already had a few laps gone out. Currently, Jake Lates in the Aston Martin leading the times with a 1:30.6. J.R. Bradshaw seems pretty confident he's already retired. And Pierre in the Alpine, very effectively placed team he's in. Sector 3, I believe that's one of the Williams. No, this is an AlphaTauri. Is invalidated. B7. Drivers Jamie has gone into P8 for the second Aston Martin. Plethora yellow's going around now. And I believe Diverse J will be on in lap. There's a second down next time. Yellows just coming out of the Degnas. Assuming that car's getting out of the way. Bear with me just a second, I'm having a bit of a audio thing I've just noticed. Not camera. Okay, let's try that. Hey, much better. This is going swimmingly, isn't it? Eddie Brooke kindly getting out of the way of the Alpine there. Both of them might want to move actually, they've got a Haas come out behind them. And that was Jixter. who's on a lap? We've got Richie Chappell in the Alpha Tower. Let's go on with him. Looking nice and smooth so far. And he's almost 2 seconds up on his time. Oh, he's had a bit of a moment there. Almost going into the pits. He's lost a good chunk of time, but he's going to go into P11. Oh, he spun. Got Pazuzu and the man Tobble in the Haas and Mercedes respectively, both on outlaps. We'll stay on board with Pazuzu as he seems to be going for it. Oh, it's not the best exit in the last corner. That is probably going to compromise the start of the lap, but see what you can do anyway. Well, mind you, he's looking a little bit less on ERS, so I don't know if he was burning up a little bit too early there. Yellow in sector 2, that appears to be one of the Williams, making way for the Alfa Romeo of Scotty 007. A fuel! Ah, no! Pazuzu running out of fuel just before the end of the lap. I'm assuming he's gone for another... That must have been a second out lap then. Run out of fuel and he's done one lap. Meanwhile, as the man Tobble to P11. Scotty is P 30.9 for him. Tobble's a 131.8. And sadly, I think this is going to be Pazuzu out of it. And now he's suddenly at full throttle. Okay, I'm officially confused. Is the red lights flashing for fuel, and he started slowing down? I thought he ran out of fuel, but I thought it went one lap. That doesn't make any sense, but yeah, something's F1 22 is proving yet again. It can't even a fuel light properly. So it seems Pazuzu does have enough fuel for another lap, which he is not going to be taking. There he is. Yes, that will be Pazuzu, unfortunately, starting from the back tonight. Something out the back here. Man's only needs a few tenths. It's on the hard, so his job is a lot easier than Manzi. Championship leader Mushy retiring in the pits. Of course, he is thoroughly safe. Manzi coming through 130R, completely flat out, of course. A little bit jittery. Oh no, he's backing out. We're going to lose Manzi from Q1. See what Pierre can do. Up to the line. And it's not enough. A second and a half up on his time, but a 132.6 sees both Alpines knocked out in Q1. Ugh. Not the best of starts for the blue and pink team. Hopefully, the field in the race, and of course, anything can happen in RSF1 as we've seen this season. In all divisions, actually. Yep, so just waiting on Destroyer Drac to finish his in-lap. Oh wait, no, Eddie Brooker's out as well. Out, but it doesn't matter because he's invalidated. He was perfectly safe. Oh, what the... Mate, just because you're in Japan doesn't mean you have to drift across the line. And if Destroyer can retire, please. No, he's going to make us wait until we get into the garage. Okie dokie. Destroyer Drac, can you retire, man? So, that is Q1 over. Jay Clates leading the session so far. Destroyer Drac only 100 with JR Bradshaw a further 700th back. Looking nice and close so far. Hopefully they can keep this up and we're in for an interesting fight for Q3. Alright, Q2 time. And we've got our first few cars onto the track. And it's the Mercedes team going line astern. Let's ride on with JR Bradshaw. He'll be the first to start his second lap. Or maybe not, he's letting his teammate through. Likewise, Jay Clay. Nope, Diverse Jamie in the Aston. My bad. Okay. Though. And currently everyone on track except Charismic. Interesting. Okay, so Diverse Jamie will actually be first to start the lap. Make your minds up, people, come on. So let's watch the beautiful... A little bit of a slide there coming off one of the curbs. Of course, that's a big hazard for drivers on this. You take too much of the curb and you are round. Got a 33.6 in the first sector. Absolutely no idea what that means for the rest of the session, of course. Pushing it right a little bit on the exit of Degda 2. Yellow in sector 1. There is a spun McLaren. That will be Quick Mick. Hopefully he hasn't just impeded the Haas there. Although knowing him, he won't have. He's a relatively clean guy. I remember him from my own time in Div 4. And we're up to 1 minute 14 in sector 2. Oh, I thought he'd gone into the gravel, but he hasn't. He's gone to the finish line with a 1:31. With a 1:30.6. And then a 1:30.5. The two people minutely going ahead of... Who's coming up next? We've got the Haas of Jigsaw. One of many cars with the number 2 on it this season. And he goes into P3. Which is now P4. Scotty 007 goes P5. Jay Clay 4 to now top the times. Destroyer Drac into P5. Oh, these laps are coming in quicker than I can keep up. And can I just say, number 7 looks pretty good on the McLaren. Very nice. Anyway, Charismatic now on his. Just got some cars getting out of the way at the end of Sector 3. Nice and through the double right-hander. Into the hairpin. I like. Into Spoon now. Nicely handled. J.R. Bradshaw, once again confident of his time. Into the last chicane now for Charismatic. Ooh, nice and tight on the inside, getting pretty close to the pit wall there. Feeding it to the outside, and it's a P6 for the AlphaTauri man. 130.9. Good show. And Quick Mick sets a 131.9. Looking a lot better, but unfortunately a wee bit too far for the top 10. And currently Eddie Brooke hasn't actually set a time yet. Wait, thought... Okay, I might have missed something at the end of Q1. I thought Old Manzi was out, but... Through. 2 went out, that was Pierre and Pazuzu. Knew I should have stayed in bed today. Right, so we got Scotty 007 in the Alfa Romeo heading out for his second lap. That I can see on the MFD, because I've learned that, along with many things in this game. His lap. sector, but I'm pretty sure that's yet another thing because it's broken. There's numerous times I myself have seen a purple sector. Sorry, my back's playing up. Ah. Okay, there we go. We're up to 6.5 tenths up now as he goes through 130R. Up to the 130.4, and it is going to be a purple sector actually. I'll take that back. And he goes fastest, a 130.403. Div 4 looking nice and close. I'm all for it. Place in Q3, and he does so. 130.3 now. Old Manzi. He has gone 131. Oh, has he got enough tyre life? Maybe go around for the lap because he's not safe. But very close behind him are Dano and Quick Mick, both of whom are on laps. We'll still Mick here, and it looks like he's actually gonna blitz the time he set before. And he does. He's 7 tenths up and into P9, but that's a wee bit nip and tuck on the lap as well, actually. Who's coming up on the lap? No, Alpha. He's coming out. It'll be his teammate Charismic who's going to be next. And Charismic is starting his lap. And Manzi has gone for a recharge. Hopefully he can put in a better lap. Dano across the line now into P6. Decent lap. And Quick Mick is coming into the pits, and I believe that will be him retiring. Yeah, only 30 seconds left. He's by no means safe, unfortunately. There's multiple drivers behind him that could improve. Speaking of which, his 8 Tree Ram Blade up to P9, 9 even. Bloody Nora. Don't quit your... Anyway, Eddie Brooke, unfortunately not able to set a time. Jamie taking a trip along the grass. There's a nice advertisement for the Cognizant lawnmower brand. He is retiring from this session, so I'll stay on board with Richie. 6/10 up. I think that's going to be perfectly good enough. Hang on. 6 minus 9 is 3, and no, actually. Could be a bit close. He's gone 9/10. 1:31.0. We'll see Richie Chappell knocked out of Q2. And that shall be that for the second qualifying session. We are losing Richie Chappell, Quick Mick, Old Manzi, Diverse Jamie, and Eddie Brooke. Alright, Jixer topping the times for Q2. Or the top 11, only separated. Oh, this is going to be spicy. A little bit irritating I have to go turn everything on again. Even though it keeps the track map on the whole time. And Jay Clate's wasting no time at all. Scotty electing to stay in this time. He's just come out. Right, so Jay Clate will get the laps rolling for Q3. Jixer, unfortunately, just lagged out. Can I... There we go. Never mind. Jixer. Okay, I can't find his name. I'm gonna hope someone else can invite him back in. And Jake is actually in. Go again. The man Tobble who's going to get the first lap in. 131. An idea that are going to take off, I don't think. Tobble. Oh dear. Tree Ram Blaze has gone P3. Charismic is into P5. Dano P6. Apologies for that. We've got Scotty gone up into P4. Back into the Williams garage. Hey, there we go. Anyway. Of course that's empty. Right, so Jigsaw now venturing onto the track. I'm a little bit pressed for time. I don't know if this is going to be his only flying lap. Scotty is also on his way out, as is the Red Bull of Mushy. Yeah, we're going through the day as Mushy lets Destroyer go ahead. Right. And the beginning of Jix's lap. Looking nice and smooth so far. It's a 32.74 Sector 1. Of course, he hasn't set a time, so it won't give me a delta to see if he's improving or not. So I've got absolutely no idea where he could potentially end up. And everyone is now on the track. A little bit wide on the exit here. Could have taken that a wee bit tighter. You don't need to lift in 130R. And up the line, it's going to be a 130.4. And it's P3 thus far for the Haasman. Oh, hello. That's not the correct direction, sir. Maybe the next across the line. The 131.8. He has improved enough. Another flying lap here as Destroyer Drac goes a 130. And it's going to be provisional P3 for the... Oh, hello. League racing. The only place where I can actually see McLaren being successful. Very close times once again. As Scotty 007 is coming put up on the board. Sure. A 30.2 goes P2. Hundredths quicker than Charismic. And will remain in P9. What can the Aston Martin of J. Cloud? Nice and tight up the line. It's a 130.282. Thousandths behind Destroyer Drac. Pole position is Tree Ram Blaze. Waiting. Um, that's not... Why is it doing that? Why am I in a Ferrari? Boy. Bear with me a moment. Gonna try something here to fix this. Charismatic. Right. Spectate. Told this isn't my division. B, I'm supposed to be commentating, slightly more importantly. Here we go. Oh dear. Okay, that looks like a bit more of a familiar... sorry about that, I don't actually know why... Oh! Okay. Just gonna have to sit here and wait, I'm afraid. Ten-second penalty awarded to me for the Monday. That's gonna cause a problem. Good. Um... and then manually retire it. Why it's even on the grid, I don't know. I clicked spectate when the lobby started. So, Tree Round Blaze will be on pole position. JR Bradshaw in P2, Charismatic P3, Destroyer Drac will be P4. J Clate rounding out the top 5. Mushy P6. Dano P7. Jigsaw Z. Diverse Jamie 14th. 15th will be Eddie Brooke. 16th Pierre. And 7th. Okay. Yes, we know the tire strategy AWS. Go away. Richie, what are you doing? Well, Fisichella over there. And Quick Mick has been disqualified. That'll be him starting a wee bit further back in his grid slot than he'd prefer. Anyway. And we go to... And it's lights out, and away we go. Good start from Blaze or Mick. That's a bit of a... I can't take control. I don't necessarily think anyone kind of lost the car. Oh dear. That is potentially my fault. I apologise that I'm going to have to do this again, but I just need to make sure that that card isn't there. Oh, no. Oh, this is going to be looked back brilliantly when the stream's done. If I click join, I should be able to manually retire. Yes. This is not going to look very good. I'm aware that this is not something you're supposed to be seeing during a commentary live stream. I do apologise for this. I don't know why this has happened, but hopefully this will rectify the issue. Okay. So, I'm hearing from Dano, apparently Jix's AI that's caused a problem for him. Not that that's Jix's fault, of course. But the world again. Okay, so Eddie Brooke seems to be the big winner in the start so far. He's up 9 places into P6, and unfortunately Destroyer Drac, rather getting the short end of the stick, he's down 10 places to P14. 7 places gained for Pierre and Pazuzu. They're sitting happy right now. And the safety car is still out. Oh, okay, that is the latest call-in in this history. Literally at the pit exit. And I think that might be his AI. And unfortunately, he's in for a bit of a nasty surprise when he gets back in. And we go green once again here at SUZUKA. Everyone keeping it clean for the restart. Diverse Jamie doesn't appear to have fully caught up there. He's just about to get to the back of the pack, and he seems to have dropped off there. Pazuzu making the move, into P10, but he's spun it. Not looking the best outing so far for the Haas duo, as Eddie Brooke picks up our first penalty of the night. JR Bradshaw with the fastest lap. Destroyer, Destroyer Drac right on the tail. No. Old Manzi is right on the tail of his teammate Pierre, and he's going for it as a bit of a late lunge. Oh, speaking of late lunges, Destroyer Drac out of nowhere licked, stamped and sent on the man Tobble, Old Manzi, to P8, Destroyer to P10. And P9, he goes for another late lunge on Pierre. Okay, a little bit of a lag barging there. Don't know if that's lag on my end, it probably is, but Pierre seems to be going backwards now. He's all over the back of him. This is lap as man Tobble gets the chicane all wrong. And JR Bradshaw has taken the that move. And Diversiomi has got past Pierre. Don't know if it's just a hard tyre for Pierre, but he's not got them switched on at all. He's gone from P9 now down to P12, and it's looking very likely, unfortunately. Just behind these two. Checking out so far, and through goes Clates. Well, Charismatic is still hanging on. Oh. Thank you. Not sure if there's anything you can do. The DRS working its magic as around the outside goes Blaze. Beautiful move from the man in orange. As Eddie Brooke picks up his second penalty. Mushy looking somewhere. Don't really know what to say for that. Meanwhile, his teammate Eddie Brooke looking to try and make a move on the Alfa Romeo of Scossi. Don't think anything's going to come of it here. Back on board with Mushy as we head into Lashkane looking for it. Decides better of it. best exit, has to be said, from the last corridor, and that's cost him the chance, maybe, to make a move. Of course, Cruiserweight does have DRS on J plates, as Pierre Pazuzu into P14. There's a little fight going. Oh, Pazuzu's out. Oh, there's been a collision here. Safety car called out for the second time this evening. Haven't the foggiest idea what's just happened there. Pazuzu and Pierre trading places. Pierre seems to be spun round. And Pazuzu. Okay. Okay, moving swiftly onwards from him. should have got coffee instead of water. Now, are they actually going to call it an... Yep, they are going to do exactly the same. Jamie is going to hold them as long as he... As he... Ping, why is it not moving? Well, Scotty, maybe. Pierre's straight past him. Oh, Diverse has gone off! Oh, no. Diverse Jamie, I think that might have just been the cold tyres. He's gone straight on at turn 1. 13. Ah, mate. Oh, I feel bad for him there. I don't know why Eddie Brooks going so slowly. Okay. All kicking off now. Oh, Destroyer's got that bit wrong. Through goes Manzi and Tobble. Richie unable to take advantage of that, although he's got the run on him. Heading towards 130R, is he going to stay committed? A little bit of grass from Destroyer, and Richie backs out. As Destroyer just goes off the track completely. That's surely going to be a track limits warning. Man Tobble all over the back of old Manzi. Oh, Destroyer's into the pits, that might explain something. And Tobble's up to P8. As we hop on to the race leader. Tree round for company. Closely followed by Jay Clayton, who seems to be making a move potentially. Oh, don't try this again. Oh, I mean, trying to go for a move there, but it would have been a bit of a foolish one if he had. Not really no taking corner. Mushy's also in this fight. Tobble and Pierre swapping again. Those. Goes the yellow in sector 1, Eddie Brook. That looked a wee bit too quick. Diverse Jamie's now been over by Richie Chappell. And Richie's into P9. Charismic once again all over the back of Jay Clates as his teammate Diverse Jamie's gone for a spin. I think he's also been caught out by the curbs through the S's. And apologies, I've missed the move for the lead. JR Bradshaw has overtaken Tree Ram Blaze. Oh, is that Diverse Jamie gone again, I think? Yep. Just don't go full throttle. We're going to be overheated. I rest my case. Just gently. Don't give it the beans, because especially on the hards, you're just going to have no grip because you've overheated the things. Anyway, Tree Ram in pursuit of J.R. Bradshaw. And Charismatic just must love Bradshaw's retired. Is he? What's happened there? What's happened? He's gone off. He's in the gravel. I look away for 2 seconds. Come on. How the earth has he ended up in there? Oh, that's going to be safety car 3. As Tobble's picked up a penalty now. Into the pit comes Eddie. Oh no! Oh, that's unfortunate. Eddie Brooke comes out the pits now behind the top 2. Oh, the pair of them are going to be loving that, actually. Because once Charismatic shows up with his fresh mediums, he's going to have a car in between them. Hopefully not for too long. How have I not noticed that? Tired. I'm going to be kept waiting for a wee bit longer. Have to get Diverse Jamie back up to the field. John's actually called it a decent enough time. And Tree Ram wasting absolutely no time at all. He's gone straight for it. He's caught Clates completely off guard. Add Eddie Brooke. You could still end up with points. But he's made his decision. Richie Chappell has spun through the S's. That's unfortunate. Two-second gap over the field now. Everyone just kind of queuing up. Scotty makes a move on Charismic. As does Mushy. Is Charismic going to stay in with this? He is. He's going to... okay, maybe not. He kept the throttle on, but Mushy was just far enough ahead to keep the position. Scotty sets the fastest lap. Scotty looks he's closing in on Jay Clates, although that is going to be a tyre deficit here. 9 laps hards to 3 lap mediums. So that gap that Tree Ram Blaze has, extremely vital at the moment. Dare say we're holding it for much longer. Scotty getting ever closer to the Aston. Well, that being said, Mushy's closer to him than he is to Jake Lights. What can the Red Bull do potentially? Sorry. Ugh. As we head through 130R. DRS will be re-enabled, of course they won't have it on the pit straight on this occasion. Oh, Mushy looking a bit closer here. Is he going to do something? Yeah, he's too far back, I think. Destroyer Drac setting the fastest lap. Scratch that, Richie Chappell. Even in the race they can't make their minds up. Just set a time and be happy with it. Changing all the time. Oh, Jay Clates goes into the gravel. That is going to invite Scotty alongside him. A little bit of a tap there, but Alfa Romeo tries to send it around the outside. Scotty should get the better exit, and he absolutely does. Taking full advantage of the wee mistake there from Jay Clates. And a beautiful move, has to be said, into P2 for the Alfa Romeo of Mr. Scotty 007. Jay Clates' momentum's completely gone now. He's got the Red Bull of Mushy Cup for company. Oh, yellow and 2. That is Diverse Jamie spun. Coming out of the spoon. That'll... Gently! Don't jam on the throttle, you'll just spin the thing. Oh, Jay Clates! Ah, Jay Clates has spun coming out of the last chicane. Oh, Aston Martin's race has just gone on its head. Oh dear. So Mushy's now looking to move on Charismic for the podium place. The only battle we got on here at the moment. Or the close, I suppose. Mushy on the back of Charismic, Man Tobble, looking to potentially pick up any pieces if mistakes are made. A little bit of battery deployment from Mushy. Looks like Charismic's had the better line through the corner though, and he's pulled enough of a gap. So we shouldn't have to worry about the Red Bull for the time being. Well, that being said, he's closed up a couple of tenths again as we head along the pit straight. Oh. Okay, yellow in 2, I think. Is that Richie or what happened there? I think that may have been Diverse Jamie again, sadly. And into the pits he comes, as Charismic picks up a penalty. Goes a bit too wide through the deck as he did the same thing on the previous lap. I was thinking it's going to be a warning, and it surely must have been. As Jamie is going to go soft for the remainder of this race. And what's that going to do to Charismic's position? If it stays as it is, he's going to drop off the podium. He should be somewhere around Old Manzi and Destroyer Drac. Good line from Mushy there through 130R. That looks satisfying. DRS is on for the Red Bull. Although he's not going to be making a move, he's actually going to be susceptible to a move from the Man Tobble. Mushy surely going to be wishing he made the move on Charismic before now. Tobble into P4. Although he himself has a penalty. So he'll still have to overtake Charismic on the track. Or does he? Yes, he does. Yeah. Old Manzi. It's closing in on the Williams of Destroyer Drac. Why this bit is a DRS straight? Yeah. Anyway, Manzi's a wee bit too far back to making any moves. So. Oh, I'm so fired for this. And Tobble now up to 4/10 behind Charismic. We'll hop onto the battle for the race lead, I've just noticed. Tree round Blaze, I don't think he's actually going to be pitting again. I suppose credit where it's due, he's making the tyres last. But for how much longer can he hold off the Alfa Romeo of Scotty? As Pierre and Old Manzi swap positions, the two Alpines. Jamie with the fastest lap, although being on soft tyres, that really isn't a surprise. I say, despite the tyre life and the difference of compound, Blaze is doing a pretty good job of holding Scotty behind. But as I said, how much longer? Scotty is right there. And he's using that extra rubber, getting a much better line through 130R. Little bit too much curb there from Blaze. E and DRS both active. He's a bit too far back to make a move here, and he backs out of it. And into the pit comes Richie Chappell. Manzi and Pierre swapping positions again. Into turn 1. Really soft for Richie. No surprises there. We have 3 laps, of course. I wonder if he's just pitted for the fastest lap. Because whilst Jamie does hold it, he's not in the top 10, therefore does not get the bonus point. Richie will be hoping he can get the lap, and being in the top 10, he will get the point. Oh, hello. I've got on board with Jay Clates just in time to see Pierre facing the wrong way, unfortunately. Oh, gently! Every time people spin, they just jam on the throttle. Ease it! Scotty once again close, but not close enough. As Jay Clate's getting equally close to the Alpine, Old Manzi. He's making those hard tyres work for him very well. Absolutely blitzes past the Alpine. Ugh. Well, penultimate lap of this race. We've got a yellow in sector 2. That's Jamie. Seems to love spinning at spoon for some reason. That is 4th, I think. As Pierre has pitted for the soft tyre. Someone else's looks like he's spun. Is that the Williams? That is Destroyer Drac. Has lost his wing under the bridge. Coming at the Degners. I was going to open the top 10 fight a wee bit. Anyone's guess for the last few points. As we hop back to the race lead battle. And whilst Blaze is doing a brilliant job holding the Alpha behind, Charismic and Tobble, Mushy as well, have now caught up to them. This is a 5-car fight. The top 5 all jostling for position for one more lap of the SUZUKA International Circuit. Assuming, of course, I got the full circuit name correct. I should have just said SUZUKA. Destroying Scotty right up the back end of Blaze. Ooh, that was a wee bit tight there on the curbs. Realising he's running out of time, so I suppose he's getting a little bit on the desperate side. Shouldn't really have to worry from the two behind, they both have penalties, although I suppose contact is still a worry. Destroyer comes back out in P10. Still going to be double points for... no, he's a Williams, I'm an idiot, sorry. And we head up to 130R for the final time. I think Blaze is going to do just enough here. Mushy potentially on Tobble. A bit ambitious if he does, but is he going to go for it? No, he's not. Oh, there we go. Tree Ram Blaze with an absolutely massive tyre stint. 18 laps. Holding back all those medium runners, Tree Ram Blaze wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Scotty will take P2 and it's going to be Mushy picking up the final podium place. Charismic and Tobble penalised to P4 and 5 respectively. Jay Clayton is going to round off P6, Old Manzi 7th, and we just await now these soft runners, Richie Chappell. Pierre into P9. Destroyer Drac will round off the point scoring. And he gets a 5-second penalty served. Not that's really going to do anything to his position. Diverse Jamie still holds the fastest lap. So the bonus point will not go to anyone. And across the line comes Diverse Jamie, the 11th and final finisher of this race. There's a sight we'll never see for a while. McLaren on the top step. Along with Alfa Romeo. Something we could have actually seen at the start of 2022 with the pace they showed, but then didn't unfortunately come to fruition. Red Bull were frankly bored of seeing them on the podium. So, that has been the Division 3 Japanese Grand Prix of RSF1. I apologise, things have not been as smooth as they usually are tonight. Hopefully next week your regular commentary duo will return and do a much better job of me. I'm going to admit here that it really hasn't gone smoothly tonight. But thank you anyway for watching. Stay tuned next week for the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. Thank you for watching. How do I...